What's up everybody, my name is Axfield, and with this video I'm going to give you the best crop rotations that you can find within Ostriv. Now I've been playing around with these for quite some time and they really work very effectively. Now I first want to give credit to Zerphanius, which is on Reddit, as well as KA9099 for drawing up these rotations and explaining it so nicely, but I'm gonna compress it all into one little video for you. I first want to discuss all the rotations that you can do if you don't have any plows. So this is more ideal for the beginning stages of your game. Once you've got cattle and you can assign plows to the farm, you're going to have to change up the rotations completely. But you'll see that most of these rotations are 3-year rotations, and what you can do is you can replace the wheat with barley, as barley uses the same amount of nutrients out of the ground as wheat. So you can have a similar rotation and just replace the wheat as you see on the screen. Then also, if you don't want to use the hemp specifically, you can replace the hemp with flax, because flax is then again similar to the hemp in the amount of nutrients that they take out of the ground. And then right in the middle you can see for the optimum food yield, it's a mix between potatoes and buckwheat. So this is also great, especially at the beginning stage of the game. Food is really a problem, so potatoes and buckwheat is the way to go if you want to just have more food available for your people in the village. What I'll do is I'll maybe do 4 different crop fields and I'll rotate them so that they're all running a fallow field at one different time of the year. So at any given time there will be at least one fallow field between the 4. So you've got to just perfectly arrange those 4 crop fields so that you can have then 2 potato fields, 1 buckwheat, and then 1 fallow field. Now from here I'm going to explain all the different crop rotations that you can use if you've got plows. Now to get the maximum yield of sunflowers, you're going to just rotate basically between a sunflower and a fallow field, so it's 1 year on, 1 year off for the sunflowers, and the same will apply for the hemp or the flax. You can choose between one of the 2 and that will also give you the maximum yield for those. Now if you want to get the maximum yield of wheat, you'll see that it's 1 year wheat, 1 year hemp or flax, then wheat again, and then a fallow field. So it's a 4-year rotation. And do remember that you can replace the wheat also with barley to get the maximum amount of barley out of that rotation. Now to get the maximum amount of potatoes, it's going to be a 3-year rotation with 2 years potatoes and 1 year fallow field. Then from the max buckwheat, it's going to be buckwheat, potatoes, buckwheat, and a fallow. 4-year rotation for that one. And to get the most food out is again going to be between potato and buckwheat, but that is going to run on a 6-year cycle, with the 6th year being a fallow field. Alternatively, if you want to get a little bit of everything on a yearly basis, you can try these 6-year rotations. So it's going to be 5 years where you're going to have a yield followed with a fallow field. Also on this chart you'll see all the type of nutrients that it takes out of the ground, and as I've mentioned, the wheat and the barley will take around about the same amount of nutrients, and the hemp and the flax will also take about the same amount of nutrients. So you can just make a little mental note for that one. Well, that's it from me everybody. I do hope that this is going to help you to plan your crop rotations a little bit better going forward, and we are expecting the Alpha 0.6 update really soon. So I think this video comes at a really good time, and it's going to help you prepare to set up your new villages once the update has come. Thank you so much for watching, and then I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.